Alright, walking out of work, and I figure I'd get a vlog going. As you guys can see, I started up the truck with the phone app. Pretty cool stuff. Alright guys, truck's all warmed up and ready for the drive home. It's nothing like looking back at old videos. Definitely makes you feel nostalgic. I was just watching videos from last year, Thanksgiving, and it's like, wow, a year went by that fast. It's now November. It'll be Thanksgiving again soon in a few weeks here. It's like November 2nd. But I haven't posted any videos in the last 2 months, and the reason for that is pretty obvious. Me and Donna just had our first son. His name is Nathan, and everything's different now. I definitely needed the time off to focus on, being a dad first couple months, but things are definitely starting to stabilize, and it's getting to be a lot easier. And Donna's definitely getting a lot better. Has gotten a lot better at everything, and we have been very lucky. Our kid is very good. He's a really good baby, and he doesn't cry all through the night. It's not like the horror stories that you hear. We've been very lucky, and we've just been taking the time to enjoy being with them and everything. But I definitely miss making videos, and I'm definitely getting back out there now. Hopefully I can keep up. I can't make any promises right now, but I'm gonna do my best. I want to take a week and produce videos on what exactly I'm doing, just in case if something ever happens to me. There'll be video of what I'm doing and what I've done, and my son can look back and watch it. So I'm starting up this new series. I'm gonna try and do it for a whole week, and I'm calling it "That Is How It's Done, Son." So tune in, enjoy. I'm gonna show as much as I can for one whole week, and hopefully everything goes well. Thank you for watching, and share this video if you know anybody who would be interested. So thank you for watching, and have a great day. Alright, kicking this thing off, if you're new to the channel and you don't already know, I work at Ford full-time in Dearborn building the F-150. This is my personal truck right here, but also on the side I mow lawns, and this is our work truck. So it's that F-250. It's what we use for cutting lawns, and basically what it is a side hustle, I guess you can call it. I don't know which one you would say is on the side. Is Ford on the side? Is mowing lawns on the side? I don't know. They're both pretty big parts of my life. I would say they're equal, but this is the setup. Here's the trailer and the mowers. So later on down the road, when you're watching this, when my son is watching this, Nathan, and I don't know, maybe we'll have more kids, but this is what I was using at the time when you were just 2 months old. But surely when you are old enough to even understand what this stuff is, this stuff will all have been gone, because the lawnmowers and whatnot won't last that long. But anyway, this is what we use for our lawn mowing business. We got our steel blowers. We use these Snapper Pro lawnmowers right now. But basically, I've been able to have this business on the side. Right now, we're doing about 75 or so houses on the side. I got a couple different guys working for me. I think about 3 guys. And I do my thing at Ford. I help out here and there, but they take care of most of the labor. This is our work truck. But for anybody watching this who is maybe interested in starting a business on the side, definitely want to talk about that a little bit. Maybe If you guys know somebody that might want to either start a business full time or start something up on the side, maybe they need a little bit of extra money. Well, uh, I'll give you a little bit of insight on how that goes. So, right here we got a Western Whiteout plow. Uh, this plow is quite expensive. It's one of the best on the market at the time when I got it. There's a couple new things out now that are maybe a little bit better, but this is like pretty much top of the line plow. It's the Whiteout. The wings expand out, whatever, gets bigger. It goes from 8 feet to 10 feet. Now there's one that goes to like 11 feet, but pretty much the same stuff. This is not exactly the best way to start, though. You know, when it comes down to it, you are kind of limited with the amount of work you can do with the plow, and then you need a big truck, then you need insurance and all that. So if you were starting out, the best thing to do would be to start off with these snow blowers. Now, believe it or not, these two snow blowers can earn just as much money as a plow, depending on how you set it up. Now, obviously, when you get some bigger contracts, the plow is where you want to be. But when it comes to residential, you could line up enough work to where these two snow blowers could earn a significant amount of money. So, in my business right now, the snow blowers earn more than the plow. Plowing for me is starting to get a little bit better now that I've been doing it for a couple of years, but really you can make a significant amount of money with snow blowers. For example, what I do is a regular house like this, driveway, regular driveway, walkway in front, typical 1960s, 1950s style brick ranch. I would charge $30 to do this. And with two guys, a property like this can honestly be done in about 7 minutes or so. That's the driveway. Probably a little walkway back here, backyard area where it expands out a little bit, and up to a garage door. Would probably take about 7 to 10 minutes and about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall, and that would be with two guys and two machines. So if you think about it, if you line up the work just right, you could make a significant amount of money with a cheaper investment. For example, these two $600 a piece, probably about $1,200 to $1,300 worth of equipment, and the truck. You don't need a truck this big. You could get a cheaper truck, smaller truck, just to get started and be in good shape, because it doesn't take much payload ability to handle these snow blowers. So then you don't need any crazy insurance. You don't need any crazy snow plowing insurance. You can just get going, and you can line up. For example, we do about 30 houses. So I think that comes out to a pretty decent amount of money. But also what we do is our base price is $30 for a property like this. What we do is we charge more for additional accumulation. So we charge $30 for the first 1 to 3 inches of accumulation, and then we charge $3.50 for every inch of accumulation above 3. So if we get a 7 inches, a 7-inch snowfall, the amount each customer will be paying is closer to $50. And you got to think, you're doing 30 houses, they're $50 a pop. Things can add up pretty quickly. And then you got to think too, you could add a second truck, is what I'm thinking about doing this year. Adding a second truck, and you could double your route and double your income. Whereas if you were going to add a second plow truck, yeah, there's money in it, but I mean, I like the snowblower work because it's easy to expand, it's cheaper to expand. But anyway, that's just a little bit of business talk for the vlog. I actually got to go into Ford today, and I will see you guys when I'm on my way to work. See you then. All right, I'm gonna drive to work right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna be up all night. It's currently 4:30. Work starts at 5:30, and I'm gonna be there till about 4:30 a.m. I know it's a brutal shift. It's pretty crazy. We work 2 days during the day, and then we work 2 nights. So it's the swing shift. It's called Sea Crew. It's very tough work. But if you manage your sleep correctly It's not too bad. I'm feeling pretty good though going in, but I will be honest, that has not always been the case. When I started this job, I was shocked to figure out what exactly I'd be doing. Um, First week of the job, or first day of the job, when I walked in and they put me in my position, and I did it for a couple hours, did the job for a couple hours. I had someone training me, and then they they worked me for about 3 days, and then after 3 days they're like, dude, you gotta roll, you gotta know what you're doing. So they left me alone. A couple hours go by and I'm like, wait, is this all we're doing for the whole day? It was a rude awakening. I was all excited to come work at Ford, but I didn't realize that I was going to be on the assembly line doing the same thing over and over every 55 to 60 seconds. Totally was a shock to me, and I have to say, I went a little crazy at first. Like, just looking at the time and staring at the clock and watching the minutes tick by while your brain just, like, my mind likes to, like, be stimulated and be, like, challenged. But to know that you're not going to be challenged, you're not going to be stimulated, you're just going to kind of be bored for the whole day was a total shock to me, and it was really hard for me to adjust. And I did not like it at first, and that is why, after a year of doing it, I decided to start a business on the side. And I've always kind of wanted to leave the company. And it took a while for me to be able to, like, settle down and be able to accept that, I'm going to be doing this job and I'm going to be doing the same thing over and over. It definitely takes a lot of mental adjusting to get in that position or get into that mindset where you can do this type of job. And where I was coming from, I wasn't equipped to do it. I was doing something that was very, like, stimulating. I was doing different stuff every day, moving around. I was never doing the same thing for that long at my previous job or previous jobs. So this was a huge culture shock for me. But, now I've been able to calm down, kind of cool off with some of the anxiety. Like, I would get a little bit of anxiety, just like, okay, you're going in, you're going to be doing the same thing for 10 hours straight. It gave me a little bit of anxiety. But I've certainly been able to work through that, and it's definitely gotten a lot better. But anyway, I'm going to continue this brutal drive through traffic, and I will see you guys when we get to the plant. All right, just made it to work. It was a brutal drive. It's now 5:15. It took me like an hour to get here. Crazy traffic. I don't know if you could tell in the last video, it was a stop and go the whole time. But anyway, it's gonna be a long night, and we'll make this 10 hours go by real quick. So I'll see you guys at the end of the shift. All right, just getting off Ford. Easy 10 hours. Time to drive home. All right, made it home, and just finishing up the route, and that's gonna be it for the vlog. See you guys tomorrow, and that is how it's done, son.